This is a service announcement for Ashley Darby. I repeat, Ashley Darby. Thank you for your services. They are no longer needed. Please pack your bags and go, because you had me all the way messed up in this last episode. And don't you worry, I will be getting you all the way together in this recap. Robin Dixon, bah. I don't care if the rumors about her getting fired are true, because once again this season she gave us absolutely nothing. Unlike Miss Baby, Mia Thornton, and that performance in those last 20 minutes is exactly the reason why she secured her spot for seasons to come. Affairs left and right, the paternity of her son, her giving money to Gordon so he can eat because he is on the brink of homelessness. Girl, that is exactly what we wanted from Robin. That was Robin's chance to redeem herself if she took a page out of Mia's books. But oh well. Giselle, I am so sorry about your father, but I find it so funny that you expect support from the women that you hate. Candace and Wendy live in your minds rent-free. Baby, the Grand Dame of Potomac and Wendy teaming up to clock Ashley at that Monarch Magazine preview party event. I was on the floor. They calmly collected her and sent her asleep, honey. I am struggling to give you guys a cohesive sentence because I watched the episode yesterday and I waited a whole day to give you a recap because I was so furious. Don't get me wrong, that finale was so good. I was entertained. My eyes were locked onto my TV screen, but I was on one. Actually, I was on multiple because the Ashley, your time on the show is up. I don't care. Argue with the wall. It makes me angry all over again. Candace, I'm so sorry that once again you're being blamed for the actions of stray dogs that come onto the show and try to do something to secure a flute, but it miserably fails because the people that Ashley Darby hangs with could never hang with some of the classy ladies in Potomac, because this is the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is not Baddies East of Baltimore on Zeus, honey. It is not. Deborah, Miss Sesame Street, I better not see you on my screen ever again. The way you threw a glass on Kiarna's head, what in the actual hell were you trying to accomplish? And I hollered, I was dead when Candace gave her they, them, it pronouns in the confessional. It tickled me. I was tickled, okay? Because that is exactly what she is, an it. She's like a gnat that you cannot get rid of. And Ashley, talking about in those, who is honking at me? I'm in the car, by the way, driving to work. And Ashley, you sat there with your lousy ass wig in your confessional and said, well, this is the second time, Candace, for some people. Sometimes you just go too low. Baby, she'll never go as low as you go when you rub on that Gollum-looking ass man's feet of yours, and when you suck on them toes, getting the dirt out between his toenails, so you can... Ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Please, don't ever speak on You're Going Too Low when you are the one who accused Monique of being an alcoholic when she crashed her car because she had too many drinks, even though you also had the same amount of drinks that night. When you were the one that was screaming on top of the roofs of Potomac that Robin had $25 to her name in season 1. When you were the one that was pressing Karen about the IRS. When you were the one that was pressing Candace about not working properly in season 3 and 4 and being maintained by the excellent wealth of her family, the generational wealth, honey. Something that you and Miss Sheila do not know, sadly, because you had to... Girl, I am not here to drag any living conditions. I am not here to make fun of people that are fortunate, are less fortunate than others. But what I need Miss Sheila to do, baby, upgrade that tent, buy another one, sew another one onto it, because Ashley Darby is about to lose her spot on the show. She even posted a video, a sorry ass video, 2 weeks ago on Instagram, pretty much apologizing that she gave us absolutely nothing. And that divorce storyline, girl, bye. 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 I don't care. Also, this car in front of me is going so slow. I'm already late. But anyways, also, Mia, you did that when you said homegirl slept that alcohol off and doubled down in the morning the next day when she went on social media. That is exactly what she did. Yes, you are 100% right. I really hope that Mia next season, because she is going to rule Potomac, I can tell you that. I really hope that next season, if Wendy is still there, she gives us a deeper connection to Wendy, a proper apology for what went down last season when Mia had that falling out with Wendy and assaulted her. But it is amazing to me that from a flop, she went to top performance this season. I mean, y'all, Mia be lying. She lives in her lies and her truths. I saw a tweet that said that, and I thought it was perfect to describe her. But Mia is, I think, the last standing housewife, the last newer housewife of any franchise that really truly understands the job and the essence of what needs to be done. Because Ciao. There is construction on these streets, honey. A mess, a hot mess. This is all Ashley Darby's fault. Anyways, what I was going to say, Mia Thornton tore her Bravo check up because she said, I'm working blood, sweat, and tears for every single penny. Whilst other people on this cast, aka Robin, just sit, skaze by unnoticed, and once again collect a fat 6-figure check. What does Robin make? At least $500,000 after 8 seasons, I figure. But oh well. Anyways, I've never done such a long intro to one of my recaps, but this episode had me all the way fucked up. On that note, welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to my final recap for The Real Housewives of Potomac Season 8. I cannot believe we did it, y'all. It has been a season. I don't know how to feel about it, to be completely honest. In retrospect, when I reflect on every single episode. But honey, what a ride. We have been put through a stretcher. I am so tired, child. I'm super tired of this franchise right now, I'll need a break for at least 2 months from Potomac after we wrap. But we did it, y'all. Praise the Lord. Won't he do it, my God, today? I really hope y'all can hear me good because it is raining. It is a little stormy where I'm headed to. I still have a 25-minute drive. I think I'll wrap this up at half an hour. So, we'll see. I thought this episode was really good. Also, this is going to be partially a double recap because I could not find the time to recap last week's episode. And, but last week's episode pretty much had only a therapy session with Mia and Gordon. I think a therapy session with Candace, and then the G&A fashion show with no fashions. How can it be that Sheree Whitfield beats you at fashion? It is comical to me. But anyways, they could never do it like my girl Sheree. They could never come close to She by Sheree. And She by Sheree was a hot mess in itself. Anyways, Wendy and Candace were absolutely right that G&A probably is going to give you yeast infections. Kiarna was sitting there trying to, keep it classy and keep it cute, saying, it gives me some Alexander Wang vibes. Okay? And Candace hit her back with the, baby, Alexander Wang doesn't give you yeast infections. Okay? Dial it down. Also, Kiarna, I hope, because Bravo is funny when it comes to violence, I hope and pray that she gets a flute next season. I really hope she gets a spot as a full-time housewife on the show, because she would be the perfect replacement for Candace, since Candace has decided that she's going to leave the show. Kiarna has the looks. Kiarna has the beauty. Kiarna has the money because she owns a med spa. Kiarna has the charm. Kiarna has the character. She knows what she needs to bring to the show. She made viewers fell in love with her in only, 6-7 episodes of this season where we saw her. So I desperately want her on. And she also knows how to quickly give you a good minute and a half of Zeus baddies, okay? Because I'm going to tell you how and why this fight went down. Because I'm not going to sit here and give you scene by scene. It's not that important. We're going to talk about the fight. We're going to talk about the aftermath. And we're going to talk about Mia and Gordon. The fight happened because Sesame Street went up to Candace and said, well, you call me Sesame Street, yada, yada, yada. Don't you have anything to say to my face? And Candace was like, no, I don't have anything to say to you. And then she still, bird. And then she still wouldn't go away. And Candace said, get the help away from me. And as she should. And it is not anti-black of her. I saw some dumbass tweets of her calling Deborah the help. Baby, wouldn't you cuss someone the fuck out if they wouldn't leave you alone? Regardless of their race. If someone keeps pressing you that they want to take some of your energy and talk to you even though you do not want to do that, wouldn't you say, girl or boy, get away from me? I am going to be cussing you the F out if you do not step away from me because you're too close to me. Because in the words of Dorit Kemsley, Lisa, I can smell your breath if you're too close to me. Season 7 of Beverly Hills. Shout out to Miss Dorit Bubble Kemsley. I am on one today. I am so on one today because if I keep rethinking of what Kiarna went through, baby girl had a glass thrown on her forehead because Deborah wanted to fight Candace. Kiarna was nice enough to get in the middle and defend her. it happened so fast. You had Charisse over there grabbing onto Candace like a little baby and not letting her go because Candace was on one as well. Kiarna had a bloody head. They went to the floor. Aneka even tried to, separate them. And Wendy even gave Aneka her flowers and said, even Neka said that Ashley's friend Deborah was out of line. Out of line. And 10 points for Wendy and Neka to acknowledge each other in that conversation. I really, really like that. It definitely gave me freshness. But, so, Kiarna goes to the bathroom to clean herself up. Karen is in shock. Baby, she said, I'm going to take you to the hospital. Let me talk to your mom. Everything's going to be okay. I'm so upset. Wendy was so mad in the bathroom. Then you have Ashley not even being there and going to Deborah outside of the club and, already trying to blame her castmates, even though she wasn't there. Ashley weren't there. How can you... How... Anyways, I'm going to keep this short. The day after that, Deborah then posed, how was your ride to the ER? I don't know. She said something about that she was untouched and to, in the words of Mia, sleep that alcohol off and double down the next day. That is scary. That is some scary behavior. I mean, it tells you everything about a person that does that. She could have easily lied and said, y'all, I was so drunk. I have tea on, y'all. I was so drunk out of my mind. I'm so sorry, Kiarna. Let me cover that emergency room bill. Let me send you some flowers and an apology card because I was out of my mind and I was wrong. I was dead wrong for that. Deborah would have gained so much respect for an action like that, but because Deborah is a stray ass looking dog that lies on men, wants them all loved up on her booty even though they don't look her way, and thinks that she can, I don't know, do something as the center flute of baddies east of Baltimore. She needs to go, and Bravo needs to never let me see her again on my screen. So anyways, the aftermath of the fight is that 3 days after that, the Monarch Magazine preview party is here. The vibes are definitely thick in the room. The tension is high because everybody is like, are we supposed to kiki and laugh even though Miss Kiarna Stewart was in the hospital just 2 days ago suffering God knows what from this fight? And baby Kiarna held her own because she was like, I'm fine, I'll be good, I'll just need everyone to leave me the fuck alone, and it's gonna be fine. This car in front of me is going so slow, I'm getting so agitated, but anyways. Then, they all get together, they talk about what happened, and baby, Candace's sister Crystal pulled up to Ashley and said, in other words, honey, I'm not on the show. I do not have any obligations to not throw my hands if I need to. This was one too many times where you brought on your friend Sesame Street in the near field of my sister. I better not see her ever again or I will handle this on my own. One thing about them younger siblings, baby, they do not F around when it comes to their older siblings. And I am the best advocate for that because I myself am a younger sibling and I don't hurt a fly on a wall, okay? I think about it days after if I have to kill a spider in my house because I'm so scared of them. I think about it for 3 days in a row because my conscience. But when it comes to defend my big sister, honey, lock me up, put me in jail. This next car in front of me is also going so slow, I am going to cry. But we'll get through this. So, Ashley comes to the table. Wendy and Karen gather her. They talk about how a level of trust in this group has been broken that needs some time to repair. And I agree. And y'all can argue with the wall. Ashley Loki set this up because she probably said to her friend, girl, if you want a place next season on this show, make sure that the cameras see you, provide some mess, and let's see what producers are going to do with you and your spot on the show. Deborah misheard and thought that she was going to audition for Baddies of Potomac. So that is what she did. This car in front of me is so slow, I am going to lose my mind. Before they gathered Ashley, you have Giselle and her dumbass friend Cal talking about what happened. And Giselle said, that mouth. Giselle, you are such a bitter auntie. The way you speak about Candace, shame on you. Shame on you. I don't care if next season Bravo decides to demote you because you once again gave us absolutely nothing this season too. Just like your sidekick, Robin Dixon. You will never beat the colorism allegations. You will never get rid of them because you seem to hate the dark-skinned chocolate babies of Potomac. Argue with the wall. I don't care. My mind is made up. So, anyways, you have Cal there blaming everything on Candace, and he said, well, if you speak certain things, you need to basically be prepared to square up. And I was like, y'all want these beautiful black women to be violent so bad. You want them so bad. And also, why would you pick up a champagne bottle? That is such a bad look on you. Cal, please shut the fuck up all the way. You were not even there, first of all. And best believe if someone tried to throw a glass on me, I am going to grab everything that I have in my near circumstances, okay? I'm going to grab a glass, a brick, your mother, my shoe, my foot. I'm going to throw myself. Are you actually okay in the head? Are you? That made me so mad. If they include people that were not even there, please just shut the fuck up. I do not want to hear from you. Someone could have been easily hurt. And someone actually even did, which is Kiarna. I'm so sure that if Kiarna was I'm so glad Kiarna Stewart is not here right now, in the words of Robin Dixon, because Kiarna would have packed y'all up. She would have sent you to sleep with a good night kiss, because she would have gathered your asses, all of them, right then and there. But she was probably still recovering from the fight, the brawl that happened because of Sesame Street. Argue with the wall. Candace is not to blame, period. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Karen and Wendy, once again, I'm repeating myself for the 100th time, gather Ashley. They even have a toast at the end to the group and to moving forward. And this is where the episode was supposed to wrap up. And now we have Mia Thornton, baby. whispering seductively in production's ears, saying, "Baby, I have something for you. Set up a camera or two at my house. 3 o'clock, Wednesday. Meet me there. Baby, Mia and Gordon have split up. Mia has had an affair throughout the marriage with her one true love, Ink, her high school sweetheart, where it's irking Gordon, it's hurting Gordon. She brought the kids around him. Mia, you have me all the way messed up. How you have a side and bring the side around your kids? You cannot make this stuff up. I am dead on the floor. I am dead, honey. Dead. But anyways, I am laughing aloud just even thinking about it. A hot mess. A mess. But that is exactly why we love Mia. Or at least I do. Then she's talking about, please don't slander me up here on these cameras because don't paint me as a gold digger because there was no gold to dig. And he said, when you were making more money on this show, yada, 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 I lost you, something like that. And Mia's like, hold on. Do not sit up here and paint me as a gold digger when I, in fact, was the one that sat here and Venmo'd you $5 on the regular, daily, so you can eat. So I'm gonna need you to calm down, baby. They ate each other up. I think, also, the paternity of her son, Gordon is probably gonna drop the bomb that he's not the father at the reunion. I'm sure of that. Because multiple sources have confirmed that Gordon stole the show at the reunion. And isn't it sad when a husband, in this particular situation, Gordon, takes the shine away from what? At least 3 housewives? He overshined not Karen, y'all. Giselle, Robin, and Ashley in one reunion episode. It's a tragedy, but good for Gordon. I really hope that Bravo slipped him a check or two, a small one, for his efforts to really pull up this season, because also thanks to him. But where my jaw was on the floor was when Mia said, "Gordon, you locked me in the room for 2 hours and took my phone away and drained my bank and drained my bank account, so you could keep me here." That is some serious abusive stuff, Gordon. Mr. Gordon. Miss Gordina Thornton, the next housewife of The Real Housewives of Potomac Season 9. Get away from me with that locking anyone in the room. We are not here with Joe Goldberg on the Netflix series You. This is wrong show, honey. Wrong show. But anyways, they eat each other up a bit. They have a mother off. And the episode wraps up. We have the trailer for the reunion. And here's what I will say about Mia and Gordon. Mia and Gordon do not love each other, but they have love for each other. Mia is, I think, in her own way, heartbroken that she cannot provide the love that Gordon would want from her, but she is still out here supporting him, talking good about him. At the reunion, she has her and the side piece, FaceTime. Y'all, a mess. A hot mess. She said, sprinkle, sprinkle. I can't. This is you cannot make this shit up. Never in the history of housewives ever have you had a housewife FaceTime the side piece from the husband's perspective, a hot mess. But see, that is going to show you how willing Mia is to still make sure that Gordon is in her life, and to partially still have a look over his shoulders and see what he's up to, because Gordon is a man of a certain age, let's not forget, and I think Mia has love and respect for him, just not directly to him, if that makes any sense. So I think they'll be good. We'll probably get a cute couple of co-parenting scenes in season 9. I honestly can't wait. I hope they do sort things out. I really hope that they can manage to communicate in a healthy manner going forward for the kids and with Ink. And hell, even give me a couple of scenes with Ink, Gordon, and Mia and the kids. I think it is also a good thing to show how blended families can work in a good way. But anyways, I have arrived at work, honey. This is all I have to say for the Real Houses of Potomac season finale. I really hope you enjoyed this video of mine. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me all of your thoughts about this finale episode. And I'll see you guys when I review the Potomac reunion next week. Bye-bye.